Hello and welcome. My name is Viatorum, and in this series, I'm going to be summarizing and reviewing books. I hope you enjoy. This is The Alchemist.
It began with a dream, not once, but twice. Santiago was a shepherd who loved his flock, but his soul was restless. For 2 nights, while sleeping under a giant sycamore tree growing inside a ruined church, he dreamed of a child. The child took him by the hands and transported him to the Egyptian pyramids, whispering, "If you come here, you'll find a hidden treasure." Most people would wake up, shake it off, and get back to the grind, but Santiago couldn't. He felt the universe pulling at his sleeve. He didn't know it yet, but that ruined church and that specific tree were the beginning and the end of everything. Seeking answers, Santiago meets Melchizedek, a mysterious king who knows the boy's deepest secrets. He tells Santiago about the personal legend, the one true path destined for every person. He gives the boy 2 stones, Urim and Thummim, to read the omens of the world. But the king issues a warning. To realize one's destiny is a person's only real obligation. Santiago makes the choice. He sells his sheep, his security, his comfort, and sails for Africa. But the desert has no mercy for the naive. In a crowded market in Tangier, he is robbed of every cent. He is left with nothing but his 2 stones and a choice: see himself as a victim or as an adventurer. For an entire year, Santiago works for a weary crystal merchant. He isn't just cleaning glass, he's learning the language of the world. He learns that even a setback is a step forward if you keep your eyes on the goal. He makes the merchant a fortune, and the merchant gives him enough to go home and buy his sheep back. He could play it safe. He could return to Spain and tell everyone he tried. Instead, he looks toward the Sahara. He joins a massive caravan, hundreds of camels and men, venturing into the deep, silent desert. He meets an Englishman obsessed with books and alchemy, but Santiago realizes the desert itself is the greatest book ever written. The journey is interrupted by a bloody tribal war. The caravan takes refuge in a massive oasis, and there, at a well, Santiago finds a treasure he didn't expect: a girl named Fatima. In that moment, he understands the language of love. He wants to stop. He wants to stay in the green paradise and forget the pyramids. But the desert isn't done with him. He sees an omen, a vision of an army attacking the neutral oasis. He warns the chieftains, saving thousands of lives. That night, a man on a white horse, a falcon on his shoulder, appears like a ghost: the alchemist. He tells Santiago, if you stay here, your soul will slowly wither because you abandoned your legend. Heartbroken but determined, Santiago leaves Fatima behind to face the final test. They are captured by a warring tribe. To save their lives, the alchemist makes a terrifying claim: this boy can turn himself into the wind. Santiago has 3 days to achieve the impossible. He stands on a cliff, facing the vast, empty desert. He doesn't look for a magic spell. He talks to the sun, the wind, and the hand that wrote all things. He realizes that he is not just a boy, he is a piece of the soul of God. He has mastered alchemy, not by turning lead into gold, but by turning his sphere into power. The soldiers let him pass. The pyramids are finally within reach. He reaches the pyramids. He digs where his dream told him to. But as he digs, a group of thieves finds him. They beat him, steal his remaining gold, and laugh at his foolish dream. One thief sneers, "I had a dream too, kid. I dreamed of a ruined church in Spain with a sycamore tree growing inside. I dreamed that if I dug under the roots I'd find a chest of gold. But I'm not stupid enough to cross a desert for a dream." The treasure was never at the pyramids. It was always back at home, buried under the very tree where he had his first dream. He had to travel thousands of miles just to learn that the treasure was where he started. But he needed the journey to become the man who could understand it. The circle was complete. Santiago had found his gold and his heart.